Still have learned a very valuable lesson, too.
Alright, so welcome back. So let's go ahead and talk with all the companions, see how they're feeling and all that.
I'm starting to suspect that every single leader in the living land, truly. Is there no? Hopefully those in Solace Keep will choose their leaders with more. But we should check on Marius. I'll make him some soothing. Well, of course, I'm not suggesting, but those poor Pargrunen are clearly I think getting rid of the keep could have helped. I do not envy the Pargrunen, and meeting that council? There's always a way for things to get worse, dearie. Huh? We're losing focus on the import. Oh, come on. How can I help? Don't mind if I do.
Kai, have you ever met him?
Envoy? Blacked out at that Aedyr in the lava tubes beneath Solace. Huh, okay. Nothing to worry about. Wait. Nandru? As in founder of Solace, obsessed with the garden. Well, people in Solace always claim they're speaking the word of Nandru. And here doesn't even really matter what he said if you ask me. There are hundreds. Envoy, what do you need? Until next time.
It is kind of dope.
I must admit, I had my doubts about Solace. It was like a you could have helped Kostya destroy the keep. I agree. A decision like this, even if Solace isn't going anywhere, wherever you go, you break people out of that. Or perhaps you don't give yourself enough. Wherever that power comes from, whether it's your heritage or political status, it's a terrible burden. I don't envy you, but at least you keep things interesting.
Yes, I do. Right.
If I must.
I think that's heavy. I know she got more to say.
Let me get this straight. You spoke to... What did he say? Any... Not the inspirational. I should have seen this. Never listen to the dead. They're cynical. Thankfully, you're still alive. No one is closer to Sapodal than you are. Nandru Lo, which means you alone can judge the god of the living lands. A caged animal lashes out at friend and foe alike. For what it's worth, I think you're going to be fine. But I wish I could say the same for the...
Right, so like, I feel like Sapodal, like it's mentioned, she's a newly made god. Well, at the time, you know, she's kind of old now, but she's somewhat old.
Ever heard of
So she didn't have a lot of experience and wisdom. And so
it's
like,
a flower, isn't it? Achaeans used to believe.
I think with her not having like a lot of like experience or wisdom made it to where when she came under like duress or stress, she acted out not knowing how strong she was and what she can really do. I feel like we've been kind of showing her like, hey, you need to calm down, you know, address yourself, be calm, just, you know, realize that you can destroy things and own up to that, right? That's basically, I'm hoping, like, the path I'm trying to go for her, because I do want to free her. But anyway. I think... Oh, shit. Did it again. Okay, we can fix it. So the two people I want is Giada and I feel like they're the two better, you know, equipped when it comes to stuff like this. But yeah, let's get going. Let's I don't know, did they ever, about this whole war thing that happened, did they ever actually realize that he was like, I don't know.
Lothar, we have waited so long.
How come you ain't said that? I was like right there. She should have said that then. Oh, okay, let's save. I mean, I feel like I've done everything. It might be some quests I probably missed, but you're ready.
Well, this is it, I guess. Feels very different from the last time I left Galawain's tusks. I will say, it's nice to look out and see Solace still standing. Thanks for that. Careful, envoy, or your head won't fit through the gates to the
Solace is still standing.
If you happen to need a reminder, do let us know. Brooding in silence can be quite the mood killer.
I'm just off skipping dialogue.
Not to spoil the moment with good news, but
I'm just
I doubt
eager
the rest of the
to
island
finish
has
the
been
game.
quiet while we've been looking for the garden. Things have only gotten more tense since Fjord, and the Steel Garrote probably hasn't been doing us any favors on that front.
Especially when they're led by a woman who doesn't seem interested in staying dead. Not to mention, after we take care of the envoy's little god problem, we'll still have an empire bearing down on us. We should be so lucky.
Can't say I'm too excited about just walking into the garden. I grew up learning I needed to protect that place, but it never felt like more than a children's tale to me.
I hear ya. This island is weird enough when all we have to worry about are vengeful plans and soul-altering corruption.
Am I the only one who's looking forward to the garden? We're pioneers, stepping into the great unknown, a land of mystery.
We have to remember to love them in spite of their lack of proper enthusiasm, dearie.
Can you imagine? And I have a theory about the garden, or a warning, depending on how you want to look at it. Sapadal has been imprisoned a long time. The garden will be a reflection of their dreams, their nightmares, their madness.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw visions or hallucinations, and not even the fun kind.
About that, before we go any further, I have to ask you something. You told the Inquisitor that you intend to free Sapadal, set them loose upon the world. Is that still the plan? You're as unpredictable as ever. Sapadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the living, no matter what the Inquisitor said. I don't believe there's a right or wrong choice to make here. Just one. Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both physical and spiritual in nature, if you can call it nature. There's no telling how long we'll be gone. For all we know, time could run backwards in the garden.
Not a chance. We're a crew now, so you're stuck with me until the end. Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till the end. I don't go back on my promises. What about you, Giada?
You're not going into the garden without me. I have to see this with my own eyes. Yatsli, if you feel like running back to Quilici, now would be the time. No one would think less of you.
And tell Quilici that I missed out on the most exciting part.
And you don't have to. We pull together, and that's plenty.
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not. I have to find out what the big deal is.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp while the rest of you have all the fun. Hope to see you out there, Marius.
Well, let's go then. We can't keep your god waiting.
I mean, we already, you know, ready already. Anybody, you have something to say?
So, this is it. For so long I have looked out on a horizon. Why am I so...
You're anxious.
That's certainly true. Do you remember when Manto Pastor sent you after the heart of an Adragan? That was nothing compared to this. We are standing in the beating heart of the living land. I almost turned my back on animancy. But now that we're here, who am I to... My parents were going to build a better world for animancers. That dream was their legacy to me. You and I have come farther than they did. To an impossible place where anything can happen. Anything. Of course you are. I don't know what's going to happen, but you've had my back since the beginning. I won't forget it. Well, that depends. I know a few spooky stories about the living lands. They may or may not have anything to...
Okay, but if something goes...
Let me think of a... Which do you want to hear first? I know one about rain... Many years ago, when Fior Messiverno, he came upon a pair of ancient, a strange light shone in the space. So the Animancer returned with an axe to chop the trees apart. But with every blow of his axe, the towers of the Golden City, by the time he made it through, there was nothing. As for the two trees, they were dead. The end of one story. It's very strange. I can't remember. Of course. One sunny day, he awoke to a forest of dead trees. After getting his bearings, he walked in the direct... In its place was the most beautiful garden. Hills enchanted by this vision. He bent to pick a... Then, a voice filled his head. Shout. He awoke in his own bed. A wilted rose. It's nonsense, of course. Of course. Once upon a time, after pulling up the rope, she discovered the head of a Delimgan. Return me to my grove, it said. So she carried the head into a piece. First, she wished for love. Second, she wished to be impervious. And finally, she wished no one ever saw her again. All they found... Very pretty. What do you think it is? That is true of many places. These stories might not shine any light on the garden. First, the garden is beyond... And second, when you walk in... Indeed. Hey, you're a good listener. Alas, that is all I can tell you. Who could rest at a time like this?
Yeah, we got all the... Got all of them. Unless it's like a hidden one, because I kind of see...
Does anyone want to share a scary story?
No.
Gods no.
Going to sleep. Yeah, I think because Yatsli and the other girl, I keep forgetting their names, but... Gietta. I want to call her something completely different, but... Take me back. Let me go back. I want to go back.
Looks like a dead end.
No, it's not.
Oh, I stand corrected.
Oh. it's like a fifth area. Jesus.
Where's Henry?
Isn't that? Okay, I know where I'm at. Seems to be like a barrier over there. Obviously, I think Wodika's here. What did I say? A few more episodes? Probably like 3, 4. Either finish up.
Well done.
I think this is the only way down. After you.
Give me a sec. It's loot to find. I mean, people have made it. Like, there are skeletal remains, but that means people survive.
Cannonball!
Hold on.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Or am I going mad? What is the meaning of... It can't be real. The past coming back. Why am I cursed to see this again? Want to know what I think? Whoever is responsible, I'm tired of the bull...
Godlike of Sapadal, long have we awaited you.
Finally, you've come home.
It's not just...
Oh my god. How?
Giada Castel, welcome.
Wait, you...
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence. Then we heard your mother's call.
My mother? You... heard her?
She reached out to us, using the tool you now carry.
But that would have been years ago. The first time she used the phantasmal focus. The only time she used it.
We heard, and Sapadal answered, saying in a great voice, "We are here. You have found us."
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands trembles. The voice of a god can be a terrible thing.
We feel her pain like initials carved in our bark.
What exactly happened to my parents?
Sapodal wanted to be heard, and in so doing, twisted your...
Sapodal does not know the limits of...
Mistakes were made?
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity, so we helped them move on, as they wanted.
In the end, they thought only...
That's it. It's really... I don't hold you responsible. Your god has the intelligence of a scatterbrained goat, but that isn't their... I know my mother and father would not have wanted this. A good animancer embraces death, and they were the best.
We are companions, toys, diversions. Sapodal fashioned us out of dreams and memories.
I can't believe it never occurred to me. They're animats. Ancient vessels held together with duty and loyalty. Their design is unusual. Organic. All this time, your god has been making imaginary friends. Drawing pictures on the walls of their cell. It's almost too sad to imagine. One final question, spirits. What is this? What is it you...
Not to be pedantic, but
We want to apologize on Sapodal's behalf, and for the part we played in your sorrow.
I don't even know what this is.
They want to apologize. Easier said than done. Damn it. Sapodal has been trapped here for millennia. Alone. When they heard the voice of a stranger, how can I hold that against you?
Thank you, Giada.
The time has come for you to find your patron, as you were meant to.
A garden is whatever you plant in it.
Sapodal wishes to be understood. As what you see is the truth, glimpsed through their eyes, and they wish to share it.
Now that you have returned to the garden, Sapodal has everything they need. We will fade.
Don't be. Nurture. We will return to the soil from which we emerged. And may the living lands
Goodbye.
give her space, dearie. Giada will speak more. When she's ready.
I don't even know what this was. I came over here on a pure whim, like a pure whim. This is creepy though. Well, not what we were supposed to be doing though.
I see the disciple has found his way into the cell.
No. Clarion Steel. We know this voice. Why is she...
You underestimate much. It is the downfall.
Out.
Look at this place. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with? Apparently, do you think you're special? Do you believe you can hold me when even the collective fury of the real gods You suspect.
It is true. She twists the knife.
In time, the gods felt the wretch. Its madness would consume us all. Chaos threatens us all. We will ensure order prevails. A pity that its followers could not be reasoned with. Of course, the poor godless, worshipping the very thing that we could not excise the rot and... You dare claim the domain of the gods is trivial? True leaders make choices.
Why does our prison not protect?
Listen to its tantrum. And Aedyr is the only thing holding back the tide of entropy. Then they will keep applying the rod. But there is still time. You can face your false god. Very well. But I will not stand by him. You should have thought more carefully. Let this be...
I never thought I'd learn of the Godless's fate from their killer.
That's it. From now on, I pray to no god.
Someone's eager to meet us.
Okay, wait a minute. Shit. Esophagus key. What's all that? Yeah, I need to come back later. Yeah, so this is what a garden. But here's my thing. Right, so we got the scatter keep. We got like this area, like a swamp area. And then we got like a jungle-ish area. And then we have like the snow area. That's why like it's other areas of the game that we're obviously not gonna get to. I don't know. Shit.
Actual working magfolk? It isn't looking this way, is it? We've got company!
Next. Anyone?
I'm gonna find a spot to just stop at.
What is that? I know that place, right?
Ah, this is...
Well, that
I think everybody gets their own like little story time from the looks of it.
Oh no. No. Why is this? They're dead. Like it just happened. Like I remember.
This is the moment I found you.
Viate.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. Please, Viate.
I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again? Then for the god's sake, what is it?
You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, and I found you back in your tent. How much of this do you remember? I can't tell from your eyes.
We dealt with Razvan.
I am better off now than when I was fungus-brained and ready to die.
Were you always...
Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy
I have...
Then maybe it was I who needed to speak with my Viat. Even when we were children, You kept me alive. For when you left Solace, it was like I lost more.
I know.
You've always done everything you could.
So? What?
I can't say.
We've both been through so much. But I can see...
A fine way. More like...
See what I put up with, Envoy?
Get out of here.
Well, it was... good to see you, Viate. Even with all this.
Take care of my little friend, Envoy. He needs you more than he'll say.
I guess this is my thing.
Everybody all right?
Here's my thing about choosing between, like Marius, you know. Here's my thing about choosing between whether to kill or free her. Like, killing her isn't guaranteed to stop the thing, you know?
What a massacre.
Yeah, what the hell is
Oh, big mistake!
Gotta figure that out.
I recognize this. It belongs to Tama.
This room. It looks just like Tama's. Tama. No. No. I dealt with this. We stood at his... What is this, envoy? This is your god. Before we visited his memorial, I can't focus on his face. His features keep... I'm not sure. I know it's him, but I don't recognize him as the Tama I knew. It's like he keeps changing in front of me. Does that make sense? That's the problem. I used to remember his face so clearly from that night. He was in pain. I did. Sounds downright selfish of me when you put it that way. But this Thomas, all his moments at once, joy, sadness, anger, or heartbreak, everything from the handful of years that he's almost... Yeah, it is. All this time I kept him frozen in his worst moment. When he was suffering and when I failed him. But now that I see him as more, it's like he's free of that. You're right. I am. It's like you said. His memory is no longer a burden. For the longest, I was afraid to let go of this moment, like I'd be letting him go if I did. Now I see I was just holding on to something that was weighing us both down. Me too. I never thought I'd meet someone I respect, but you've made some tough calls and you've kept your head and your heart in the right place. So whatever comes next, now let's go find this god when we reach them. But I suspect you're right. Let's end this.
Hey, this is progression. I need to go back. I need to go back. It's like I'm right here. Didn't we start? I don't even know where we started, but we somehow gotta make it over here. And it feels like we made no progress so far. Oh, so it's just like a faster way.
That's done. Child.
The only one after this one will have to be Yacht Sleep.
And rock!
Look, I see these. So that's that one. And when you find it. Only one more person's thing we need to do, and that's Yahtzee. Let's go. There we go.
And rough!
Man, that breaks super fast. Hold up, let me.
Sea Elf is in its heyday, in its full splendor.
I should have brought my sketchbook.
What is happening? As the affliction fast, it threatens our heart. See clearly. We must.
Alright, where's Yahtzee? There you go. Like they hear you. Okay, make sure I'm in the right areas. Oh. Okay. You know what? Since we got this spot, I'm gonna go ahead and end things here. If I go right here, it's one of these right here. So, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and end things there. So, yeah, the Guardian. Right now the Garden's a pretty interesting place. to say the least. But I don't know, it seems like we're quite about a third through maybe. So I'm gonna go ahead, since I just got the sarcophagus key, I'm gonna go find that chest and see what's in that. And probably just look around a bit, just see what's what. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end things here. So as always, if you like what you see, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Later.